Welcome to In the Box Seat on Channel 44. I'm Ray Fewings and we're here for the big one, of course, on Thursday night at Angle Park, the Triple M Adelaide Cup, the biggest greyhound race in South Australia. Always attracts attention, as I said the other night at the track, not only throughout Australia, but they'll be watching in England, they'll be watching in Ireland, they'll be watching in the US to see the best greyhounds go around at Angle Park. You can be down here for the Triple M Adelaide Cup. It'll be a wonderful night on Thursday night. Gates open at about 5:30 and the action is fast and furious. Our guest on the program tonight on Channel 44 is Wendy Sebastian, a greyhound trainer steeped in greyhound history, generations of greyhound trainers, and of course she's connected with Prank Call, trained by Paul Barry, a little blue dog who was very impressive in holding on for an all-the-way win last week in the heat of the Adelaide Cup. He only won by a nose, but he's a speedy dog, and we'll talk about him. One of the smallest dogs in the field, as far as the males are concerned anyway. Of course, the big drama in greyhound racing for the week was following last week's heats of the Adelaide Cup. George Daly, unfortunately, had a crash with his dog float, and one of the finalists in the Adelaide Cup, Big Black Mac, unfortunately was badly injured, can't take its place in the Adelaide Cup field, so Quo Vadis is guaranteed a start in the Adelaide Cup. But of course Heston Bale and Spud Regis at this stage look almost certain to take their place in the field. I like Proven Nitro. He was the fastest winner and impressed me as a very good chaser. Drawn a bit awkwardly in 7, but I think he'll probably be winning the Adelaide Cup for 2012. As far as what's on around Australia for this week, at Albion Park, the Mowers Cup over the 520 metres, the Rover Mowers. At Mandurah, the Mandurah Cup is being contested over there, and at Wentworth Park, the final of the Sydney Cup is being run. As far as we're concerned, it's all Triple M Adelaide Cup. We've got a great backup program. The Adelaide Cup Consolation is on as well, worth $15,000 this year. Terrific race to win. And the Premier's Cup. The Premier will be here at Angle Park on Thursday night for the 731 metre Premier's staying race. Now the tips. The Honeys have been working flat out on the tips for this week, trying to find you a winner. On Wednesday, they've gone for race 11, number 7, Nicholas Jack, from the Todd Kelly kennel. Nicely bred youngster who's building up a rather impressive record from limited race starts, and he likes to race up near the lead. He has run 30 and 57. He looks hard to beat. They've also gone for an old stager. Don't mind the old stagers myself. Race 12, number 2, My Third Gone. He's over 4 years of age. He absolutely blitzed them at Gawler last start and kept fresh. He's going to be very hard to beat again on Wednesday. Now, on Thursday night, the Honeys have gone for race 4, Geordie Porty. This is an interstate visitor who really went well last week in the Adelaide Cup behind Spud Regis. Pressed that dog all the way. First look at the track's going to be a lot better this week. It looks a big show. And they're going for the Triple M Greyhound, Rush Hour, in race 5, trained by Bruce Lellman. And Rush Hour was far from disgraced in her heat and should go okay in the Consolation as well. Now, race 8, number 3, Cole King is their Adelaide Cup tip for the In the Box Seat crew. They've done the tapes, they've looked at them, and they've come up with the impression that Cole King can improve. Cole King was first up on the track after a trial here, was very strong at the finish, and if he gets the breaks in running, he'll be very, very hard to beat. As for me, I'm going to leave you with just one bet, and that is in the Adelaide Cup, number 7, Proven Nitro. I think he'll force his way toward the lead on the first turn. I think there'll be a scrimmage behind the speedy dogs like Prank Call on the first turn, and I think Proven Nitro, if he gets the clear run, is a sure winner. But we'll find out more about Prank Call, one of the 2 South Australians in the Adelaide Cup final. The other is Andrew's Courage. Wendy Sebastian will tell us all about Prank Call next. Our guest on In the Box Seat on Channel 44 this week is Wendy Sebastian. Been involved in greyhound racing for, well, a fair while. I won't say a long time. Her mum certainly has been. Welcome, Wendy.
Hello, Ray.
How long has it been, greyhound racing? Now, before I get the answer, I'm not sure whether you were born on a harness track or a greyhound track, because your dad was a harness man and your mum was a greyhound trainer.
I was almost born on the hunting field, actually. Mum was hunting while she was carrying me. I can't remember.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure it's not important, but you've been involved with the greyhounds all the time?
Exactly. Dad was driving the trotters and Mum was training the dogs, and I was there carted around to all the meetings everywhere we went.
Yeah. I remember your dad used to work in the very early days for Bob Glasgow, who was a famous trotting driver, a trainer in South Australia from out at Salisbury. And, of course, your mum, I remember her as a very young lady, and she was involved in the greyhound racing with your grandfather.
Yes, Mum was involved with the thoroughbreds early on, and then went to the greyhounds while Dad stayed with the trotters. And she probably remembers you when you were really young too.
Well, very, very young. And of course, your mum has also been involved in the breeding caper with was it Sweeping Storm, and I think she had another couple of imports from Ireland, didn't she?
Tina's Joe, who had a winner tonight in White Arrow. So yeah, Tina's Joe and Sweeping Storm, who both represented Ireland in the International Top Gun, and both went on to throw a lot of winners. And Sweeping Storm was the stud dog of the year. Yeah,
he's very successful. Now, of course, you're involved through Paul Barry, who trains Prank Call. He's a marvellous trainer. Right? Seeing he's not here, we can say it without blowing his bags too much, but he is a good trainer, isn't he?
He's very dedicated. He's really devoted and dedicated to his dogs, and he loves them very much, and he spends a lot of time with them. Actually, I think he spends more time in the kennels than he does in the house.
Right, so what makes him a good trainer apart from the fact that he lives and breathes it? He's got a particular knack? Does he understand dogs better than other people, or has he got methods that are better than other people?
He initially had greyhounds with Gary Mellor going back a long time ago, and he learnt a lot from Gary. And Malcolm Herzl's another one who's influenced him. So he's got a good background there. He's open to listening to everybody. Mum gives him advice, a lot of people, and since I've known him, he's changed his ways a little bit as well. So he's open to suggestions, and he'll try anything out, and if it works, he keeps doing it. If it doesn't, he'll try something else.
Right, well, tell us about Prank Call. He's new to South Australia. He's only been over here for a little while, and he's a little blue and white dog. He's an unusual colour dog, but he's got plenty of early speed. He
has incredible early splits. He's got, I think, a 4:37 he's run to the first, and I think he will give them a bit of a run for their money on Thursday night. And as you said, and I agree, I think there will be a little bit of trouble on the first turn, and he may be able to pinch a little bit of a break.
And is he getting stronger with each run, do you think?
He's very consistent. He seems to be putting more into his finish now. Last week he wasn't as quick early. I do believe the track was going off a bit, so it is hard to tell.
So what will it mean to you and Paul Barry if you can win the Adelaide Cup or even place?
Group 1 is everyone's dream to win the Group 1 race, and it's the only race Paul hasn't won yet is a Group 1. So he was just ecstatic over winning the heat, and I think he's just happy to be there.
And your greyhounds are going very well at the moment too. Lucy's Moment, a recent winner here, and Wicked Fish, and you've got Smiling Moment and a couple of others. So what's your next winner?
Well, I've got one in tonight, just having a little bit of an experiment with her. But Lucy, hopefully, is in Thursday night. She's not going too badly. She really likes Angle Park, and a few in hopefully at Strath.
Well, thank you very much, Wendy, for giving us the lowdown on Prank Call, and good luck on Thursday night.
Thank you.
Wendy Sebastian there, giving us all the info on Prank Call. He's a fast little dog. He looks as though he or the 5 will lead in Thursday night's final. And if all hell breaks loose on the first turn, I wouldn't be surprised to see him 4 or 5 lengths in front heading into the back, which will really make things exciting. Well, that's our report for this week on Channel 44. I hope you can get to Angle Park for the Triple M Adelaide Cup event on Thursday night. You'll love it if you come down here. If not, I'll catch you next week on In the Box Seat on Channel 44 or on grsa.com.au.